Someone asked me like where to go if people should leave, and like ever since the start or the midsection of 2020, there was a lot of stuff that was shut down. They were talking about you can't go to this nation, you can't go to that nation, and then if you do, like you gotta like pay for a hotel for a few weeks, and then that means you gotta do the COVID stuff, and who knows like what that actually is about. Like they probably just pick people they don't like and say they have COVID, and then you're also taking the chance that they're gonna like force inject you too if you like if get involved with any of those nations. Like the border to Canada was shut down completely, so you couldn't go that direction. Not that I would say go to Canada, because it's just like a partner of USA, and it's probably not much safer. Especially, I would want to like distance myself a little bit from, put some land between me and the nation you're in. If you're like worried about what they've been doing, that gets hard, especially like when China's an option, but it's like really hard to speak Chinese and learn how to write that stuff. At least for me. With all the shit, with all the talking of how evil China is from USA, like I just assume like China must be like some beautiful Disneyland or something from what they say about it. All I know is what I've been told, and all I know on top of that is to not listen to what I've been told as well. So, just whatever someone says in certain situations, think the opposite and do the opposite of whatever they say. Maybe you want to go like check to see, but at the same time, I didn't want to like raise any flags, because I kind of felt like why are they shutting down the borders anyways? Like to prevent me from doing what I was doing and stuff. And like there was a lot of stuff that happened, and it prevented like everything I was doing from happening except for like one thing. And even that, like that didn't feel productive, really. And it doesn't really matter now, because the internet's been rewritten and all that stuff, and I've been telling everyone to say that for a long time, and I got like a ton of information, but all that stuff's going to be gone now. Like, it doesn't matter. I just wasted my time doing all that because I ended up being railroaded by this situation. And so like, who cares? Like I just seen someone today talking about the internet. Good thing we have the free internet, and they had like almost 100 likes. They're like, good thing we have this great discussion place, and someone else is like, yeah, right. It's like totally censored, but people really think like the internet is free and open, and they just like erased like the whole history and stuff of the world practically. And I had that stuff saved, the important bits, but not anymore. So it was a waste of my time. But if like people went out, like other people with money, like I would just look. But I think the important thing is to like not spend too much time looking, and spend a little more time moving towards it once you do look, because you never know who's watching you, and who is trying to keep people inside Rome, because they did that when Rome collapsed. They shut the borders down of Rome to keep the citizens in, because they needed workers to keep the place working. And we've already got this labor shortage, so they're obviously having problems with that. Like they kind of foreseen that. Maybe that was already happening in some areas. But it's really up to you, where you want to go. I'm not talking about where I'm going. I haven't been doing that like since like 2020, and then all of a sudden things get locked down, so I can't just make the moves I want to in my life. So I guess make sure you got got that planned out to how to exfiltrate the nation if stuff's still locked down. And like any partnering nations with this one, I would not suggest going there. Like I wouldn't have suggested doing that a long time ago, but especially with what's happened, we don't really know which nations are not involved. Supposedly like Sweden's nice and cold and wet though, so if you got money you can probably go there, but if you don't have money it might be hard to live outside up in those areas. I don't know. I thought desert sounded pretty cool. Like the desert will be nice and warm, and you won't have to worry about getting rained on all the time if you live in the desert. And maybe there's other nations that have desert that aren't like total police states, and they won't kick you out of the desert if they happen to find one grain of sand living amongst all the billions of others. I don't really know what to tell you on that, because the whole lockdown thing, I mean, I talked about what I was doing before a little bit, and for some reason certain people kept wanting to know like everything about what I'm doing and where I'm going, and it's like that was a mistake. I think even telling people I was doing anything, I should have just acted stupid and been like why are you packing your car with all your belongings and stuff, and be like, oh, I'm going to the gas station to get some cigarettes, man. And I think that was probably the correct answer for anyone who asked me where I'm going and what I'm doing. I probably should just said I'm just getting cigarettes. But that led to a whole bunch of crazy nut job stuff happening in this world. And I'm not sure, like I can't tell you where to go. If you got money, like there's supposedly nations that you can go to now and stuff like that. And then there's supposedly places you can't go to unless you also get the little jab. And it's like, I try to look at that as a positive thing. Like maybe the whole like forcing vaccines on people, maybe like God's allowing that because he's like allowing people to weed themselves out. Maybe he's like, yeah, hey, look, they want to poison you guys, and they've set up the perfect frickin' plan to poison their own followers. And the people who don't follow them aren't going to take the poison, and then magically, all of a sudden, everyone who does what the government says doesn't exist no more. And I've been thinking that for a long time, but I guess who knows? Can I even say that in this video? I don't know if I can. But yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you with the lockdown and stuff, because I don't feel it's safe for me to talk about anything I'm doing and where I'm at anymore to anyone. And I don't want people to know where I'm at. And I definitely don't want to I really don't have plans. Like that's the point. Like when I came out here, I made sure that every time I told someone I had a plan that I didn't follow that plan anymore. So if I were to say something and suggest something to you, the likelihood that tomorrow is not going to be involved in my plan is pretty good, because there's one thing I tried to stick to since the start of 2020. It's whenever someone starts asking me where I'm going and what I'm doing, because it started getting really suspicious how like some people really needed to know every time I was going to fart and where I was going to do it and how large of a fart it was going to be. They're like they got real suspicious about needing to know every little detail. And so I just got to the point where it's like, well, I had plans, and I would even tell them too. I'd be like, well, why are you asking me? Because I'm going to tell you my plans, and then I'm going to change them because I don't want anyone to know. And then so they would ask me again 4 hours later, and they would ask me again 8 hours later. Literally, I'm not even making this stuff up. And then like the next day they would ask again, and it's like, dude, like you're making me run out of options and stuff because I'm not gonna do anything I've told you I'm gonna do. But if you guys want to get out of the nation, like I would figure, you know, watch some movies. You've seen enough movies. There's ways to get out of places where they trap you, and just go that route. Like, you know, keep it low key. And I know like a lot of you people like care way too much about your friends and families, but I don't think you can trust those people. So be careful about telling anyone. I mean, lots of people got big mouths, and it looks like most people ain't your friends. So I would like be careful. Like when if they start coming for people, they'll probably be like, hey, where'd that person with money go to? Like we need that money because the economy's collapsed. But yeah, I can't really tell you where to go. I just tell you